Are we live? We're live, I think. We're live just in time for me to sneeze. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. You ever heard of that thing when you're going to sneeze where you say, like, watermelon or something and it makes the sneeze go away? Oh my god, that worked. It went away when I said watermelon.
I think I've heard people say if you think of like a math equation, like anything, like just a basic, like, I don't know, like 3 times 4. And it, but like, I'm not sure how well that works because normally my sneezes come very, very quickly. So,
Gets your mind off of it, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
That's funny. So, bye-bye, Diachan. Unfortunately, last time on Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, Diachan died. Well, not really. Diachan is gone. Back is Diasan. She made quick work of her parents, put it that way, who kind of deserved it, and now she's somewhere. She's missing. So now I don't know, I guess I'm like helping these people with their boat or whatever. But that's what you missed, because I didn't stream it. And you also missed Hina gave me a giraffe. Thank you, Hina.
He won the roll fair and square.
I rolled a 10. I was like, wait a minute. I never roll 10s. As Carlos can probably attest, I seem to never roll well in D&D or Pathfinder or whatever. So yeah, we're here. We're live. And I'm just doing this casual. I played Yakuza earlier. Had a lot of fun. Plan on doing that a little more later if time allows. But for now, I'm just playing a little bit of Final Fantasy. And apparently I'm fixing a boat. Suspect hull plank. A suspect hull plank. It's suspected? What's it suspected of? Anyway, guys.
Sabotage.
I don't want you guys to stop your conversations or anything just because I'm streaming. This is just a casual hangout, chill stream. Look at
I forget what you're even looking at the boats for in that part of the story.
Isn't one of them you have to dive underwater to check the bottom of the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I have to do?
Mm-hmm. One of them you have to go underwater for. I don't remember what exactly for. It's funny that Hein is helping you. It's like, dude, aren't you like the king or whatever?
I know, Hein's kind of...
But he fulfilled the trope of, like, you know, like the exiled, like, prince living among mortals thing, right? Already.
I guess, I don't know. Hein's kind of a dope. I'm not a fan of Hein right now.
You mean his blind faith in like everything and everyone?
Yeah. I feel like in the real world he probably would not be a very long... His reign would not be very long.
True, but he's the equivalent of a magical living nuke as your friend, as his friend. So it's like, so these Garland dudes, they're like, you know, messing with my territory. Can you, like, you know, help me out? It's like 5 seconds later. It's like laid waste to everything.
Oh, that's right. He has like the noble phantasm thing, right? That he can just destroy the world with.
I mean, he does have.
Was it him?
Oh,
no, it was the girl in it wasn't him. It was the girl in the steps there. The dark-skinned Aura girl. I forget her name now.
Sadu.
Sadu, yeah. Basically,
like Sadu.
Protect her until she can blow the entire world up. The shipwright.
Does Carlos still use the minion of Sadu?
Every now and again, yeah.
It's a good.
I like her.
I liked Sadu, yeah. I think I got her triple triad card, I almost want to say. I was trying to get it anyway. I don't remember if I got it. I was fighting. I was playing against a guy in her village, and he, I know, had that card, so I was at least trying to get it. Yes, the king was just swimming in the water inspecting your hull. Hey, you know what? Everyone appreciates a leader that will get down on the ground with the troops and do the dirty work.
Yeah, I know there's at least one world leader that likes to pose shirtless wrestling creatures and stuff. They like to be active, I do believe.
And his people love him, damn it. At least they say they do. Because if they don't say that, I'm sure that bad things would happen.
Maybe, yeah. Not to get, political or anything. It's just kind of, that's what it reminds me of when it's like, yeah, it's like gonna go swimming or something. And remember, there are, I guess, like, maybe you haven't done like those side quests, but there are like reporter people in this world, like journalists and stuff. I don't know if the camera exists though in this world.
That dude is a giant for a sailing man.
Yeah.
Very difficult to fit on a ship as a big dude.
Yeah, you almost feel like it's not a profession that's really meant for very large people, right? All right, so I guess we're cleaning this ship up. It looks like, I mean, this ship looks like it would be pretty effective at, ramming things with those. So,
Yeah, I mean,
not sure if that's what it's going to be used for, but that's just
It
my
sounds like one of my
assessment.
Civ 5 games where like Roman triremes like coexist alongside like Apache attack helicopters.
Oh God. That's that's like Civilization, where you are in the kind of, you still have some old units that you haven't replaced. Actually, didn't the more recent Civilization games actually upgraded your units once you got new technology and stuff?
I think so, but I could totally like imagine like someone who like just like barely dipped into like Navy stuff for like to unlock something else or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so like their investments are like quite awful and they never bothered with like the higher tiers of Navy.
I remember the last Civ game I played. I don't remember what nation I was playing as, but yeah, I confirm that having a strong Navy basically is one of the best things as a military. I mean, I had, as soon as I unlocked, what was it, battleships, it was game over.
Yeah.
I owned
Like
the
also
world.
the AI is historically horrible at dealing with like water stuff.
Mm,
That's what I've learned. Like
Yeah.
they don't know how to do an amphibious invasion to save their lives.
yeah, because I think the battleships just had such long range that a lot of the cities, at least in the biome that I was playing in, a lot of the cities were within reach of my battleships, and I could just
Nice.
blockade and then
Just
for
like real life.
yeah, and then anything that was too far away, I got aircraft carriers and they dealt with that, and I just had my little ground troops go in and occupy. So you can tell how I run my game in Civilization. Not a peaceful leader.
I've tried peaceful playthroughs. They're okay, but they're
Peaceful
kind of
just
boring
means-
after a while.
Peaceful just means science rush victories almost always. Though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, what you need to do is, tiny continent, no other wind conditions, and have all your enemies be like the Zulu and like Genghis Khan Mongols, and like it's just like all right there. Oh man.
I just
Oh,
get,
God.
especially when people start kind of pushing you around and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take you out.
I'm one of those people.
Or when they
that-
start posturing around like your
Yeah.
settlements with like big armies, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this level of fear anymore.
Right.
So I'm just going to kill you. Like it is a very good teacher of global politics, especially in the early times. It's like, I really don't want you near me.
On
So I'm
harder
gonna take you out.
difficulties, though, it can be pretty annoying, just to like maintain like both army and like your like economy and all that stuff.
I've also tried, I've played a lot of games of Total War 2, and I've tried to play more peaceful versions of that as well, and it doesn't usually work.
I mean, the game is called Total War. You really do
Total
need.
War is kind of like if I remember correctly, there's like for example, there's 2 Rome games. There's like obviously the Total War.
There's
and
Rome and
also-
Rome 2.
Yeah, and then there's also like a game similar to like the Total War Rome, but it's more focused on the crap. Let me find this.
You talk about Barbarian Invasion, the one that.
No, it's not made by Total War.
Oh, it's not made by.
It was like a fairly new one. Starts with an A. It's Imperador Rome, but like I don't know how that actually like turned out because it's made by Paradox. If you are familiar with Paradox, They make stuff
Yeah.
like Stellaris, Heart of Iron,
No, I never heard of
Europa Universalis.
it.
Very
I have
famous.
Europa. I never played it though.
Okay. Yeah, like it's definitely one that I really wanted to try, but the reviews haven't been great. So I don't know. Like maybe it just hasn't found the right balance between like the Civ style
Sure.
and then like the Total War style. Like because both of those are just so famous of like games like operate their niches.
Yeah,
But,
Total
like,
War is awesome. I really love Total War.
Yeah.
I
I have a Rome 1 and 2.
The problem with Total War is when I start playing those games, I get addicted, very addicted. And
I mean, see, I found the solution to my addiction was to pretty much only play custom battles nowadays. Like, so like I don't have to like deal with like the really long, protracted campaigns, and I just can like test like, you know, pikemen plus archers versus like elephants plus horses, you know, and like stuff like that. Because I know I can manage an economy if like you know,
sure.
like
What's up,
Then
Vetros?
again,
Vetros says, unpopular opinion, I actually think Europa was really well put together. Yeah, I couldn't tell
oh,
you.
EU4 is really
I don't-
famous. It takes
I
so
I don't think that's
time.
an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people like Europa. I'm just
Yeah.
not one of them.
Yeah, EU is great. It makes Civ seem like kindergarten in terms of complexity, though, which I don't always have the mental energy for EU for.
Oh, is Europa a lot more complex than
Oh yeah,
Civ? Oh, wow.
it's like Civ on like super steroids.
Oh, no
much.
kidding. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think
You're mentioning kind of strategies that you would test out. I don't know why, but I used to get such a kick out of, especially in Shogun, what was the one with the guns when they introduced guns?
that's not Rise.
It was
Fall of the Samurai?
Fall of the Samurai.
Maybe
Yeah,
Fall of the Samurai, yeah. I used to, and even actually in the Rise of the Samurai, or whatever it was called, where there was just the musketeers that it wasn't musketeers, they're like blunderbuss samurais or whatever.
Yeah.
Arquebusiers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved to set up kind of traps with those guys. Like I'd put them up on a cliff, or I'd put them in the woods, and I'd have them hold. And then as soon as I kind of gathered everybody in, I would just let them, you know, let loose and just have a massacre. Oh my god, It's kind of sick of me to do that, but.
Like, there's definitely
It's the most fun.
like if it ever gets on like those like 90% sales, because right now it's way too expensive for me to pick up, but like the Three Kingdoms Total War is like very high on my like I want to get Three Kingdoms Total War lists.
It's fun. I enjoy it a lot.
But like I'm perfectly fine playing like because I have right now I have like Rome 1, Rome 2, like Shogun 2,
Sure.
Shogun 1. I don't have the expansions for a lot of those. Like I don't have like what is it like Attila or Barbarian Invasion or like Fall of the Samurai, but I mean the base games are pretty fun regardless.
Hein is ready to proceed with the prisoner exchange, the primary agreement. It looks like Hein is...
This is a fairly important part.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting important here. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Things are getting important.
Are you ready?
I don't know. I feel like my body is ready, but I don't know if my mind is ready.
What's that phrase? The body is willing, but what is it? The mind is willing, but the body is weak. I don't remember.
I don't know.
The Futurama quote. Is that what you're going for?
I don't remember.
Okay. Where am I going?
William, but the
But yeah,
flesh
Rome
is
2.
soft and spongy.
Yeah, Rome 2 originally was awful, but then like over time they fixed and patched a lot of stuff.
Petra's body is ready for Hein. Oh, God, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Hein.
I mean, he's I don't think he's designed to be not easy on the eyes.
Oh, no, yeah, you can tell. He's probably popular with the ladies. Okay, where am I going? Now, see, I'm nervous. Speak with the Confederate skipper in the glittering basin. They're gonna make me go all the way there again, huh?
Yar, skipper.
You know how quick this this was for me?
I should have just made that investment and you want to cart me around? Oh god. I'm gonna turn into like Athene here and have people like flying me around when I need them to.
Wait, Athene the streamer?
Oh god. I don't know why it made me think of Athene, who had like basically apparently people I remember he had like in WoW he had like a posse just carry him all the way through the game.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Weren't there a bunch of streamers for Classic who were doing the same thing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I am Athene. I am the best paladin in the world.
Yeah. Did you know that I actually saw a documentary about him recently?
Yeah,
Apparently he's like
started
started a religion and stuff.
Wait,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, he created this weird cult, like spread through Austria for a little while. But it's like this whole the socialism kind of. It's super weird. The documentary does it justice and like how awkward it gets.
Mm.
Like it's one of those things that like this makes sense on paper, but you're going to abuse your power like everyone does.
Sure, yeah. The thing is, like, even in some of the I stopped watching the documentary because it just started to get kind of boring to me. But the thing was, like, Athene is like a likable guy. Like, he's very charismatic.
So is Jim Jones.
So Charles Manson.
Yeah. And it's scary because it's those are the types of people that start, cults, and they're very successful with them.
Where are you, Jeff?
I'm actually down. I made my way to the quest giver, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry,
good.
dude.
Yeah, no.
It happened faster than I expected.
Let's not forget about Ranishparim.
Oh man.
That was back before Athene was like at least for me, it was one of the first like super popular YouTubers or streamers that I saw in gaming. Like he was one of the early ones, I feel like, but he was a total douchebag, but there was something oddly likable about him.
You hit the nail on the head. He just had a lot of charisma about him.
Mhm.
Like he knew how to talk to a camera well, and that really carried him through a lot of like you. Plus, I mean, being a douchebag back then was kind of a popular thing on YouTube.
Well, has that changed?
50-50.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your audience.
You get a lot more people that call other people out, but like it still has its place. I should say.
I will never understand all that stuff, I feel.
Yeah, me either.
I never really watched streamers or anything like that. Like, basically, my first time I really watched streaming was like when League was like broadcasting matches
Yeah.
or something.
All right, here we go. Cutscene time.
It's happening.
I need to watch the stream too.
It's happening.
Did I find the stream? Yeah.
ようやくこの日がやってきましたね。本日行われる捕虜交換は
He's gonna fall for it, isn't he?
帝国とのわけ
わしとしても平穏無事に捕虜交換が終わることを願っている。
I feel like Hein and Asahi are probably different. Like, I feel like they both are probably pleasing to the eyes for different types of women. Like Hein's more like
I don't want to meet the people for whom Asahi is pleasing to the eyes. especially if he's quote unquote pleasing to the eyes when he's in like fucking yandere mode.
oh god, yeah. Well, I definitely don't want to meet them either.
Hey, I know a lot of people like yandere characters though.
So supply crates are filled with materials we hope might be used for Doma's restoration. I mean to gift them to you at our last meeting, but we had such else to discuss. Or much else to discuss. Okay.
おお、これは痛み入る。かような心遣いがあるとは思いもよらなんだ。
I feel like Hein is kind of... I don't think Hein has the wool pulled over his eyes anymore.
No, he's very clearly pretty wary.
Yeah.
The guard on his sword is humongous.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Daya-chan. No, Daya-chan.
And she's back.
No. I'll call you Daya-chan. Come back to me, old version.
そしてドマ代理総督お前たちをすべお前たちから搾取するものだ
All it took was you killing your parents.
I mean, that'll do it.
そなたも捕虜交換の対象
Seem your shattered mind is mended.
帰るというなら認めようだが未だドマ代理総督を名乗るのは認められんな
What does she smoke, I wonder?
I mean,
Good.
It's got like...
What's the rating of this game?
yeah, probably just tobacco.
Probably.
Considering she's not lethargic, it's probably not opium.
I don't know why I was thinking opium. I guess that would be a pipe that would probably be a pipe they'd use for something like that. I don't know.
But we shouldn't talk this about it.
Probably not.
私はそれを果たしずうずうしくふてぶてしくデートのようなこの国に君臨
You know, you are feeling awfully self-important considering that you should be dead, maybe? You know, did you think about that?
これより
Daya-chan?
Maybe.
Daya-san?
我が腹より満ちる闇に
Oh, you've got a plate. Congratulations.
一緒に黄泉の国となろう
It's a very pretty plate, Daya.
そこに私は輝く
You've seen the plate
Now
before.
watch, I can spin it.
You've seen the plate before, though.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. I don't remember what it is, though. Ooh.
Crystals seem to be very easy to come by, like
Right?
much easier to come by than they seem to mention.
You mean the kobolds having a shit ton of them doesn't raise some bells?
I mean, kobolds are minors, so
I guess.
A summoning. No, not again. Trey's like, I've seen this before.
throw a knife, Trey, for fuck's sake.
Make them do the real time action.
Final Fantasy protagonists go on strike. They say that they're the only ones who have to do quick time events.
On a side note, I do think this boss's design is pretty fucking awesome, and the music is pretty awesome.
Oh, wow. Total eclipse, huh? Don't look, it'll burn your retinas.
Only you entered this cutscene with Trey wearing sunglasses.
Uh-oh. That's an upgrade.
You think so?
It's a pretty
Okay.
epic dress.
That pipe is, I mean, that's a lot of tobacco you can fit.
ドマ人の女が
Honestly, too much.
That would be a cool, like, pole arm if she dropped that as a lancer weapon or
捕虜
something.
交換は中止撤退準備を急げ
This is why this game needs to have barred flutes.
Yeah, the fact that bards are actually archers is kind of disappointing. You know, Asahi,
了解であります
what a punk, man. Someone needs to punch him in the face. Like, he is way overdue for a punch to the face.
But he has diplomatic privileges.
It's got diplomatic immunity.
Slap immunity.
Like, I need to get Kiryu in here so he could just beat the shit out of Asahi. That's the guy from Yakuza, by the way. A strategic
That's
withdrawal.
rad.
That's rad.
晩神相手では足手まといになるだけか
But yeah, it's moments like
Thanks,
this.
Hein.
You know, like your character is like just basically 1v1ing everything because there's no like friends that help you, unlike in some of the instances.
Yep. I'll
Run
just
away.
I'll just solo her. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Your weapons do look pretty good in the cutscene, though.
今ならわかる
Yeah, thanks for helping me with those, dude. Unfortunately, I can't put them in my dresser, but
今や私は夜の
Eh. Make it easy to glamour over other weapons.
Sure.
夜と月を滑るつくよみなのさこの力を持ってあと一つ
you think that there's something culturally that the Japanese like really love about transforming into a greater being? It's like it seems like every JRPG I play, it's a super common theme where someone wants to transform into like a greater deity, and they usually give up their physical form or they give their bodies or something up to this demigod or whatever. I don't
See,
think
I
I've
would
ever
say
played a JRPG
maybe.
that hasn't had that as like the last boss or some kind of major theme, or at least a mid boss of some kind.
I just really like Tsukiyomi's just general like theme. It's just weird with that Dias.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's just amazing to me how, like, you know, I know it's usually, or always
Right.
really the bad guy, but the worst for me was when it was in Resident Evil, like when people would just like willingly inject themselves with the virus, so they, you know, mutated
yeah.
to some kind of monstrosity. It's like, really?
To
Like,
be fair, I remember in 5, like some of those were not like willing transformations. Like I know Wesker set up his like second in command, like next to a gigantic pile of like the infected, pretty much, to like
We're
to,
also
like, you know, slow you
we're
down.
also saying that we consider 5 to be a real Resident Evil game.
yeah. I'm thinking one of the worst for me was William. I think it was William Birkin from 2. He just like mutated into a disgusting creature, and it was just like, really? You were like, that's okay? You don't mind?
I do know that like at least when I think JRPG though, I think Final Fantasy. So like I don't know.
Hina, are you a leader? Can you throw Carlos?
I
think you're a leader. And if you, or you can pass me lead if you want.
I'll first throw him the party and then pass you lead. because
Sweet,
that's the other one.
sweet. Okay, guys, you ready? We're about to take on Daya-chan, or San. Maybe we can turn her back into her old version. Actually, that's kind of wrong for me to say. Like, I wanted her to remain without her memories and have the mind of a child. That's probably wrong of me to say, right?
A little bit.
Even though she's... I mean, it's an upgrade. She's not an evil mess, you know, homicidal murderer. But...
No, get out of here. What?
It's kind of like, it reminds me of that one Superman arc where it's like kind of like in a different world or whatever, like he just lobotomizes all his enemies
Oh,
into
God.
like.
I'm
so
sorry,
they're,
I
like,
didn't ask
not-
if you guys were ready.
It's all good.
You're good, man.
You guys ready for this? Are you all ready for this?
No, I was gonna say I'm not gonna do it.
So these were crystals, all these little boxes. So he had a lot of crystals brought in here for that moment.
I mean, to be fair, I think whatchamacallit, the Garlean Empire has a lot of like economic and might and whatnot. So
No, party member withdrew.
Okay. I don't remember this fight at all, but we'll figure it out.
basically, when it splits into dark and light side, don't let the stacks get too high.
Oh, it's one of those? Okay.
Yeah. There might be some fancier stuff, but that's what Swift Cast Resurrection is for.
Okay, so she's got like a smoke attack or something. She's gonna blow smoke on me. That's pretty gross. I feel like I would probably be pretty unhappy about that.
She does some pretty cool spells.
Tsukiyomi.
In general, I actually do really like traditional garb plus like moon theme like kind of things. So
Yeah.
I hate asymmetry, so that's like the biggest knock against her right now for me. I really hate asymmetry.
Torment unto death.
The music's pretty good too. I've been still trying to get the dog that gives her music.
Is that an extreme thing?
Yeah.
Whoa, that looks dangerous.
I messed up. Oh well.
I didn't see where I could go to not get hit by that.
You gotta pay attention to the to
Order.
which ones come down first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that in other bosses before.
Do we take care of that?
Probably.
All right. Yeah. Grab the ads.
I'm assuming I was supposed to collapse on that guy. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the stack up marker.
See, I should still have my sprout. So I obviously don't learn. Oh, what just happened?
Um.
I'm sleepy. Getting very sleepy.
Everything's all black. I can't see anything.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Where did you go? Spectre of the Patriarch.
Basically, you need to defend her, like, I guess, good side. I guess.
Okay, so this is
This is like, yeah, in like the mind/dream world kind of thing. But yeah, part 3 is my favorite music of this fight. Once we get to it.
yeah. So far, I've really enjoyed the music.
But yeah, basically all the bad people in her life are trying to attack her good side.
You know, they could have done a better job with her character of making me feel bad for her backstory. They didn't really show, like, they kind of briefly showed where she came from, but they didn't really do a good job of expanding on it.
I agree.
Yeah, if they had set this up more in the, I mean, I'd say better in the actual game, I think I would have felt worse. Because I actually do like this character.
Yeah.
And if, you know, spoilers, Gosetsu was fucking dead, and like he just, you know, they built it that like he used his last ounce of strength, like, you know, pitying his enemy to, you know, let her live. I think they just kind of dropped the ball. It's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. Agreed.
Rushed. In before someone in the YouTube comments this is like tries to justify this shit.
Well, no, I mean, I agree because
Now's the good music.
when she doesn't have amnesia, she never really seems to show any remorse for what she's doing either. Like, she doesn't seem to be battling with her.
Yeah. I mean, they could have set up, you know, that there's a reason why she's such a remorseless asshat.
Whoa. Okay. So basically, you'll get stacks of like moonlight and stuff. You don't want to get to, I think, 4. So you want to move at like 3.
Okay.
And there'll be some like donut holes and AoEs and other shit like that. Oh yeah, and stock up. Yeah. I forget what this mechanic is. Yes. I need to res that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to stand next to me.
My bad.
That was a cleave attack.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
I got kind of, with all of the battle effects, I lost my place. Oh no, I shouldn't have accepted that. Oh. Nope. I think I'm okay.
Resing up the healer. Repeat mechanic.
Yeah, I will say this is a beautiful fight. If you look at that background,
Oh wow, I didn't even notice the background.
yeah, it's fucking gorgeous.
The moonlit haze is happening at the same time, and the donut AoEs are about to go off. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side.
Am I not supposed to be... I have a moon on me. Did that mean I stand away? I guess?
No, it just you had to switch between between
Oh, I see.
black and white.
Yeah, I was doing that. I just noticed there was a moon over my head that I hadn't noticed before.
Yeah, that pretty much just tells you which, yes, you can look at the debuff bar, but it's a little more of a bigger, like, pay attention kind of ooh, shit. I got it. Oh. Yeah, I did get to find that.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it.
Yay!
Bye-bye, Daya-chan.
More cutscenes. More cutscenes.
Oh, wait a minute. Hello, Daya-chan. She's got that, she went through a lot of stress thing and all of her hair turned instantly white.
Well, what we call, 4 to 8 years of presidency.
I don't know, the anime that always comes to mind with that was, Gossick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you literally see the hair turning white. I'm sure it's happened in other ones too, but... Alright, cutscenes. What?
Yay, you defeated her yourself.
I just had a lot of friends that I had to call you guys up. It's like, hey, you wanna come over? Help me with something? Wait, who just shot her? Oh my god. You son of a gun.
Where did he shoot her from? What vantage point did he have a good shot from down there?
No, he was. There's some stairs going up to the platform, so he's just standing with his eye level at the stairs, more or less.
What a piece of shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's another thing that bothers me is that your character's just like, I'm just gonna see what happens. It's fine.
Yeah.
Diplomatic immunities.
Right? I mean, I can understand why my character wouldn't really want to save her at this point, but this guy's a piece of shit. Like, what reason do I have to not kill him right now? I mean, I've already...
None that I can think of.
I've already opened, you know... I've been waging open war on the Empire at this point. It's not like I care if he's a diplomat.
I mean, he knows you're mad at him.
Yeah, okay. Does that make you feel good about yourself? This guy is insane! Oh my god.
ロマ人の女が万神を召喚したんですから神下ろしに手を染めないっていう協定違反ですよねこれ
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, this is all pretty dumb.
That laugh, though.
I mean, clearly you're gonna do something about it, or like you're about to.
ゼノス様の代理になってロマを統治するはずだったんだ。
Uh-huh.
ゼノス様の期待を背負うにふさわしいのは俺だけなんだよ。
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. You're totally sane.
それをこのバイタがクズめ焼きたてずめバズレメや
Wow.
She's still a fucking god. Justling. Oh.
I want to see, like, what she did, though. Oh, she just, like, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's still a god.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's kind of... That's a fitting end for you, Asahi.
See, I was kind of struck by anticlimax here. Like, cool. It's cool that she killed him, but if I would much rather like I understand the rating for this game is probably like teen, but maybe like a Doom ending where he like kind of gets just kind of minced,
Yeah.
or even better, I would prefer our character get to do this.
Sure. Our or I don't know, Gosetsu maybe. Like Gosetsu literally crush his head. Like that would have been kind of nice. Gouge those like nasty little eyes out of his head. Okay, now I'm getting a little too gory, maybe. I like her with white hair. That's it, huh?
Yeah, right. So,
yeah, you know what? I feel like he shot her a few times, and he kicked her a few times. And of course, that's right after I beat her all by myself. But I feel like the whole, building collapsing on her might have been worse than all that. And she survived that without a scratch.
Yeah, now she's, something of a god. But yeah, whatever.
Gosetsu will mourn you. Tsuyu deserved a kinder fate. I doubt it matters, but yeah, I think you deserved a kinder fate.
Who are you talking to?
This speaking to her in the third person. What fruit are we talking about?
The pears or peaches or whatever that you had to do that quest for that they really like.
That's right. Yeah, she liked that. Yeah, I feel like they definitely could have spent more time building her backstory a little bit, so I felt more, sad for her at this point. Because I could see this moment is actually good, but and I understand she was kind of pulled away from a really awful parents as a kid, and she was, how else would she have ended up really with the way she was raised? But
well, I think it's also too that they could have then instead why have us have that death scene at the end of why not just keep her alive and say she went into hiding or like I said, just have Gosetsu fucking be dead.
Yeah, if Gosetsu was dead, that all would have felt different too, obviously, because at that point it would have been more tragic.
Us knowing that she was saved by him instead of falling back on the fucking amnesia trope.
Right.
All right, I'll be back later. Gotta eat.
All right, man.
All right, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Oh boy. Is the prince wearing shoulder pads and a hospital gown?
He certainly is.
It's I will not have my shoulders not look huge even when I'm in the hospital.
It's like a 40K kind of situation. Shoot.
和平で
そうだ。ただしその傍らで
姉が生きていると。
これより貴様には神下ろしの秘技を授ける。
I don't really care.
奴には信仰心などつゆほどもなかろうが。やおよ。
I mean, it's just a setup for what he did right now. So.
Yeah.
Here, do this thing.
I guess this is why he was so angry. The Xenos chose her and not him, I guess.
Oh, no, he's angry because she was chosen beforehand to lead Doma. Before Stormblood, she was the viceroy of Doma.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. He's jealous. He wishes that he was chosen.
Yeah, but this is after. This is just before what happened to you right now.
Gotcha.
So now you're kind of finding out that he wasn't actually on an actual diplomatic mission, or not a diplomatic mission that was on the up and up. This was his plan all along, or whatever. Which I mean,
I kind of
fucking duh.
Yeah, exactly. I figured that.
As I said, this whole part of the story is kind of ham-fisted.
It's interesting because it seemed like it feels out of place, because there was parts of Realm Reborn, especially the after story, that felt a little bit ham-fisted. and just drawn out. And then Heaven's Word was really good. I really enjoyed Stormblood, but now this is kind of weirdly placed in the middle there. And then for everything I've heard about Shadowborn, is it Shadowborn?
Shadowbringers
is really good. So I don't know, feels really strange. Oh, for crying out loud. Yep. I will not buy your dojins. Not interested.
He's the bootlegger on the street.
All right, now fucking cremate the body for once. Let us know that someone's dead.
Exactly.
I don't want like 2 expansions down the line to see this kid come back because they, I don't know, harvested his soul into a mech or whatever.
God. Oh, man. I could totally see it happening, though. Did Gosetsu know that she left and she went back to her evil ways? I don't know if we ever told him. I mean, someone else may have, but... Because he obviously got pretty attached to her. Which is... I mean, it says a lot about him. You know. Poor guy. I really like his character. I mean, I agree that from a story angle, it would have made more sense, I think, if he died when the castle collapsed, but...
Or just don't collapse the castle on him.
Or don't collapse the castle, yeah.
Either, like, I like his character too. I didn't want him to be dead, but like when they killed him, I was, or quote unquote killed him, I was like, oh shit, okay, that was almost as good as when I can never say his name, Hoshfont.
Yeah, yeah, I
when
think
he
that's
died.
right, Hoshfont.
I was just like, and then he was like alive, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and probably, honestly, Hoshfont was one of the hardest ones to watch, and he's actually one of the few that they haven't brought back. I mean, it would be really ridiculous at this point if they brought him back. So let's hope that's, let's hope he's gone. I think I have his. I think I have his shield or something. Did they give me his shield?
Yeah, they give you it's a glamour item. Is it the glamour item or it's a housing item? I can't remember.
I feel like I got a shield. That like I don't know that it's the one that he had because his shield got like broken, right?
Harchifont. There's an R. Harchifont. And whatever. But yeah.
Because I don't think it's a broken shield that they gave me. They gave me one of the house shields, essentially. So it's like his shield, but it's not the broken one. Hein, haven't you learned yet? Nobody is dead. Nobody died.
Except our homie.
Yeah, right.
Just wait till you get to Shadowbringers.
Say no more. I refuse to believe.
Eh.
And you get a resurrection clause, and you get a resurrection clause, and you have...
Hey man, we're living in a world where Phoenix Down exists.
Speaking of which, that has been something that's plagued the Final Fantasy stories for decades.
Like, why don't they just...
Why is she dead?
Why
are they not hitting her with a Phoenix Down?
Right. Like, why did Ares die?
I think that was one of the things that Hina mentioned when Harchfont died for him in his story because he was playing a white mage. He's like, what do you mean he's dying? I am a white mage.
Yeah, I guess it's
Whereas
a white mage.
at the time I was a warrior, so it's like, yeah, what am I going to bring him back with my axe?
Don't worry, I can make this painless. Say no more, I got you. Schlink.
イエス様では
So this guy, you know, he's on the up and up.
Hmm.
He honestly legitimately thought that they were coming on a peaceful diplomatic mission. Now, as far as I know right now, but if they changed his character later on, it'd be a massive blow. It's like, huh.
Hey, I mean, he does. It was pretty clear that Asahi was he was not trustworthy. This guy, less clear. But again, I mean, they've done some things that have tricked me in the past. So, but that's just also part of why this entire piece of the story feels kind of ham-fisted, as you said. It did not. I mean, I was expecting everything that just happened. Other than, I mean, I didn't really expect Tsuyu, or what is it?
Yeah.
Daichan, Tsuyu, whatever. I didn't expect her to turn into a primal. That was different.
I mean, we already have. I mean, you have experience with people turning into primals, but yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a surprise.
Alphanod. All right. Alphanod's finally gonna get busy again. This is your moment. This is your moment, finally, Alphanod.
Yeah. You get to do something except for talk and then have us do the fighting. Now you can talk and maybe we won't have to fight.
Just don't get the Crystal Braves involved, Alphanod. I believe in you.
Jackson doesn't like this part of the story either.
LSA.
Jesus Christ. Your cat all the way over here.
He's a loud boy.
He's a battle cat.
He's a bad old cat.
And a battle cat. You should fashion him some armor so he can a bad old battle cat. What was that, Metro? Sorry.
My wife apparently wants to hear Jackson.
Oh, I can't exactly make him meow. And there it goes. Pretty mad at me.
Carlos, when you're streaming, you gotta have like a battle cat cam.
No, gotta buy a separate webcam just for the cat, or just have my webcam specifically on him. He mostly stays still because he's lazy.
I knew Asahi was planning some manner of treachery. Sure you did, Hein. Sure you did. Okay.
I mean, I understand like the diplomatic thing was because Doma was on shaky footing, and a full Imperial attack would have been a pain in the ass. But it's like, I mean, really, do you really trust them at this point? If they're gonna attack, they're gonna attack.
Right. Yeah, I don't think. Well, I mean, I suppose with Xenos being, or assuming Xenos was dead, maybe the thought that there was new leadership and that they would be a little more peaceful was there, but Asahi was just very clearly not a trustworthy dude. Look at that stash. Did you see that guy? Have to rewind the YouTube video and look at that guy's stash. It's impressive. I think I might try to work on one.
It's impressive to me that they didn't, provide them with some kind of change of clothing on the way over. It's like, no, go greet your family in the uniform of your oppressors. Remind them that you probably subjugated another people's land or another land of different peoples.
I still, is this a beast tribe at some point in the future? These wolf people, because they keep showing them, but I haven't seen.
Not that I know of. I mean, I could be wrong. I definitely haven't done all the beast tribe quests. Jackson.
It looks like the dude from Shin Sekai Yori. Remember that Wolfman?
Oh yeah, he was so cool. What the
Yeah.
hell was his name?
I forget his name, but he was
That
awesome.
dude was a bro too.
Yep.
God, what was his? I can't remember it.
Yeah, I totally forget his name. He was super cool though. If you have not seen that, Vetros, if you haven't seen that anime, man, you got to check it out. It's so good. It's called From the New World, or Shin Sekai Yori.
That sounds very familiar. Hang on.
Yeah, try not to look or read anything up about it because I think it's pretty. There are a lot of
You don't want spoilers in that
unexpected
show.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is on Crunchyroll. I have not watched.
Yeah, it's really good. I'd definitely recommend it. Jackson agrees.
My wife tuned into the stream just to be able to hear Jackson.
He's a very loud kitty.
That loud meow, like yowl he gave right there. My wife's just like, oh.
Oh, Setsu's hair. It's gone.
その頭
What have you done, Gosetsu? It's a new man. There's a significance for samurai to shave their head, right? That's like a shame thing.
Cutting the ponytail or cutting the longest portion of their hair is
The top knot.
yeah, top neck. Yeah, I couldn't think of what you wanted to call it.
It's a
It's a
shame.
symbol of losing your not a shame. It's a symbol of you lost your honor essentially.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
similar.
I'd equate losing honor to shame.
Yeah,
I mean, to an extent, it depends on how you want to define the word shame.
I suppose. Yeah.
I think that's what Gosetsu's doing it out of, his penance.
Don't leave us, Gosetsu. I'm gonna let him be safe. Safe travels, Gosetsu. I'm not gonna make him feel bad.
You're gonna feel bad. You fucking died under a building and didn't
I mean, the guy's a friggin' beast. I'm fairly certain that he's taken some punishment throughout this story, and he's totally fine. Remember the first scene that he's in, and he's like been on a boat for God knows how long, and he just kind of collapses on the dock. I don't really like him bald though, so hopefully by the next time I see him, his hair's grown back. I gotta go turn the air conditioner on because it is getting really hot in here.
It's actually still pretty cool where I live.
Well, so this is definitely the culmination of a pretty long storyline, especially saying goodbye to Gosetsu and stuff. I'm assuming I'm getting relatively close to the end of Stormblood, right? Or the
Actually, like it's funny that you asked because I'm actually looking it up right now.
or the I don't know if you would consider it post-Stormblood, pre-Shadowbringer, maybe.
What quest was, or what was that quest called? You'll see it in a second.
Primary Agreement.
The primary agreement. I mean, I'm gonna assume you don't want me to tell you how many
No, yeah, don't
quests
tell
you
me
have
how many,
left. But
about halfway, a little more, a little less.
more than halfway.
Okay. I haven't been working on it for that long, so that doesn't really concern me as much as... It's definitely not as long as Realm Reborn. That was cool. I think that's a good... That feels like a good time to cut the Final Fantasy portion of this stream off.